What's happening, family, and welcome back to another episode. We're just staying in check, searching for the Melchizedek. We're talking lost tribes and promised lands, the seed of Abraham. And it's very important, it's crucial that we keep our foot on the neck of those who wish to make Israel's name no more. This ain't for everybody. It may come off as if you could just hop in and enjoy the ride, but the Most High made the book for us. The Most High chose us. Anyone else, sorry, but you're not the people. I don't care how many AI videos you make. It doesn't matter. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you're about to find out. Dragon Canoe's about done with y'all. But shout out to the real ones, man. Y'all been holding it down for me. We've been cooking, rising up. Most High's making a way for us. We just got to keep staying in check, searching for the Melchizedek, and then one day, the Most High will set us free from all the ills of the world, all the other nations trying to hold us down. Time's up. Let's rock.
Chapter 26. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. If ye walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them, then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time. And ye shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land safely. And I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land, neither shall the sword go through your land. And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. For I will have respect unto you, and make you fruitful, and multiply you, and establish my covenant with you. And ye shall eat old store, and bring forth the old because of the new. And I will set my tabernacle among you, and my soul shall not abhor you. And I will walk among you, and will be your God, and ye shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that ye should not be their bondmen. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright.
This is how a real American looks like. I am an American Indian. I was here before you, and I will be here for centuries to come. I'm not extinct.
In case you forgot, this is the face of America. The American race, the Native American race is me, not you. Me.
You know, they like to talk real greasy behind an AI video like they're really doing something. Whole time they're just exposing themselves. They're not bringing out no information. They're not connecting any dots. They're not even standing up for themselves. And ICE has been on their head the whole time, talking about they the people. Get out of here with that, man. Y'all are cooked. Just go ahead, lay down, get out the way. We're done with y'all.
These are Black Masking Indians, also known as Mardi Gras Indians. If you're from New Orleans, I'm sure you're already knowing that. You can't miss their striking, vibrant suits marching down the street. But did you know Black Masking Indians spend all year making their suit? Symbolic bead designs and feathers are all hand sewn to show off on Mardi Gras Day and Secret Sunday, their ceremonious time to march and settle scores. Kill 'em dead with a needle and thread. That's what they say because it's all about the suits. The act of beading is a ritual in itself, from traditional to contemporary, realistic to abstract. Each tribe has their own style of beading. You have styles with flat patches featuring heavy beadwork, the three-dimensional geometric design.
Man, it's too easy at this point. We just make everything look so good. No matter what we do, what we touch, it just looks good. It's just something about it that just looks amazing. The Most High put it in us, not on us.
What culture do you consider yourself a part of?
I am Cherokee Native American, born here in Virginia. I have no African heritage whatsoever and no African relatives. I am all Cherokee Indian.
The first people scamming like that in Atlanta was Nigerians. I seen Nigerian dude, he paid for his gas with a hotel key. I said, Holiday Inn got credit card? He said, no. Don't do this. Don't do this right now. Hey, I said, oh, they scamming.
Let us now turn to the copper-colored American Hebrews. It was also stated in this book that the Indians gathered around and said hallelujah or hallelujah. It was also stated that the indigenous tribes also said Yohiwa, which in Hebrew means Joshua. In the Bible, we know the truth now.
Hey, y'all thought I was playing about the Scamites, man. They out here. My dog said he paid for his gas with a hotel key. Hell no. Hey, real talk though, man. You can't escape the truth. It'll cut you like a knife. I mean, we are who we are. We're the Most High's chosen people. Copper-colored American Hebrews. It is what it is.
Mexico was the first country to accept black people. They abolished slavery. Vicente Guerrero did that. What are you talking about? Can you explain to me what it is that you're talking about? There were black people in Mexico. You didn't accept people in Mexico. Black people were in Mexico. Ask yourself where your modulo comes from, baby. Ask yourself where horchata comes from. Horchata is 5,000 years old. That's older than your entire civilization. I would like you to do more research. That's a false narrative. Whenever I hear Mexican people say, we did that, Mexico did that, baby, if Mexico, okay, I'm gonna need you to use your critical thinking. If Mexico was a country full of non-blacks, why did a black man have to save Mexico? Yeah, you didn't let black people into Mexico. You didn't let black people into Mexico. Niggas was already there. The Mexican food you eating right now is because of the niggas. Like y'all are wild. Did you know the term taco? The term taco is a slur from the indigenous people of Mexico. It means Americans, like white Americans. I have several questions for you, and I just want you to use more critical thinking for me, okay? If black people were let over into Mexico in the 1800s, how did black people change your entire culture? Like, we're powerful people. We're powerful people. But how did we change your indigenous food to black culture and cuisine? You're eating tacos, beans and rice. You're drinking horchata. You're drinking agua fresca. I want you to answer those questions. If black people came over in the 1800s, how do we change your culture so significant that you don't even know that the menudo that your mama made last night came from?
For real though, real talk though. Sis went in on them as she should have. They don't read, they don't study, they just listen to the white man's lies. For whatever reason, they seem to think they're the people. They've never looked on the walls of the damn pyramids down there. It's clearly Nagas. It's been Nagas, it's always has been Nagas, it always will be Nagas. I don't know why the Filipinos think that somehow they're the people when they literally came over here on a boat. It's called the Pacific Slave Trade. Now that really did happen.
In other sections of the city, some very important people have created a Mardi Gras expression of their own. The history of the Black Indians dates back to 1682, when North American Indians witnessed the arrival of the French settlers in Louisiana. This is a practice. Traditionally, a practice begins with the Indian prayer song, My Indian Red. In Louisiana in 1724, fear of uprisings from the African slaves prompted Governor Bienville to enact the Black Code. The Black Code set the tone for legislative action that extends far into the 20th century. The Black Code of 1724 read,
We forbid our white subjects of both sexes to marry with the blacks, under the penalty of being fined and subjected to some other arbitrary punishment.
Come on, let's make it make sense, man. If Negroes aren't the people, if we aren't the indigenous people, please explain to me why the powers that be all across the globe have gone to great lengths to suppress our information, our history, our name. Come on, man. But the so-called pretendians is getting payouts from the government, but they're the people? Get out of here, man. That's bull junk, bull jive. You can't make this up, man. I'm just tired of the lies, man. Are y'all tired of the lies? Let me know in the comments. It's up, man. Let's go.
Young and old are encouraged to participate in the dance. Tribal dances are usually conducted by men. A practice takes place in a neighborhood bar on Sunday after church hours. It is more than a practice. It's a celebration of life. This is the dance of the chiefs.
Let's go. They got me over here ghost dancing on a punk bed. Let's get it. Man, you can't make this up, man. We just make it look good, like I said. I mean, the truth is the truth. I mean, you can't hide a people for so long that eventually they won't wake up. But you think we was gonna stay asleep forever? You gotta be kidding yourself. Like Jeezy said, get your mind right, fool. Get your mind right. It's time.
I kind of find it funny. Everybody that choose to debunk us, they don't really pull out no books, no documents. They don't debunk Walter Plecker. They don't debunk Frank Boas. They don't debunk Melville Herskovitz. They don't debunk Woodrow Wilson, which is the president at that time. They don't debunk 1898 black massacres that happened. They don't debunk none of that. Conscious Lee is showing y'all an Instagram meme and trying to explain it. Instead, he's not showing y'all no books, no authors, no scientists, no archaeologists, no anthropologists, nobody that actually debunked this. Okay? Now, what I challenge every Pan-African, even consciously, to do your census record. Find your actual ancestors. I'm not talking about your make-believe African ancestry. I'm talking about your real ancestors. I'm willing to bet everything that y'all are scared to do that. I dare every Pan-African to do your census record. I promise you, I dare you to do it. I'm talking about go all the way back before they start calling you black. The record's out there. The record's out there. I dare all of y'all to do it. And I'm going to tell you this. And if you do your census record, and if your family come back as farmers from the South, and they got reclassified, because as you go back, if they get reclassified, as you go back, if they go from black to colored to mulatto and all that type of stuff, keep going back. I guarantee you will run into a tribe. And that tribe is not going to be from Africa. And then once y'all do that and you have your actual blood, relative names, dates, birth, death, marriage license, and all that type of stuff, come back and holler at me, naturalist, naturalism, Rashad Poet, I Opium, D's Truth. You feel me? Come and holler at Mont. Come holler at all of us with some new lenses. Because it's easy to talk shit when you haven't dug into your own family lineage. Ooh, your census record debunks the transatlantic slave trade. Everybody asks the proof. The proof is in your census record. This is why everybody doing them. And I dare y'all to do it. I dare y'all to do it. I dare you. And like I said, if you do your census record and it come back as farmers and y'all had land and y'all been reclassified, then you might want to go check out my Walter Plecker videos and his Racial Integrity Act documents and the vital statistics. And I'm going to holler at y'all later.
Nah, for real though. Even if you can't get your hands on the census records, just ask your elders. Ask your grandmama, your grandfather, your mom and dad. If you can, they might know. Your uncles, your aunties. I'm telling you, it's always going to come back to some type of tribe, like the ox said. And for me, I got Blackfoot, Cherokee, and then there's a whole nother line. My grandfather did the research talking about they had a slave plantation in Tennessee, and the slave who was our like great 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 grandmother, they said she was Indian, but they didn't know what tribe she was from. So I mean, it's there. You just gotta look for it. It ain't too far removed. They try to make it seem like it's thousands and thousands of years. It's only a couple hundred years.
In recent years, Indian tribes across the country have reaped windfall profits, usually from gambling operations, and some, like the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, from belated government payouts for lands taken hundreds of years ago. But what makes the Seminoles unique is the fact that this tribe, unlike any other, has existed for nearly 3 centuries as a mixture of Indians and blacks, runaway slaves who joined the Indians as warriors in Florida. Together, they fought government troops in some of the bloodiest wars in U.S. history. In the late 1830s, the Seminoles lost their land and were forced to a new Indian home in what is now Oklahoma. Over the years, some of them intermarried, and that blurred the color lines even further. Now, the government is paying the tribe $56 million for those lost Florida lands, and the money is threatening to divide a nation. Talk to Seminole Chief Jerry Haney. He says the black members are no longer welcome by many in the tribe. After 300 years together, the chief says the tribe wants them to either prove they're Indian or get out.
It's funny he should say that because I feel the same way. Prove you're Indian or get out, motherfucker. Like, who does he think he is, man? Oh, man, I ain't even gonna go in on him, man. YouTube gonna get on my head. You know what I mean. They got that gene where they can't drink alcohol, but they stay drunk. You know what I mean? Get out of here, bro.
What are you hoping that the black Seminoles will do now? Are you hoping they will just pack up and go away?
I would hope so.
So if they're black and they can't prove that they have Indian blood, go away.
Basically, that's what we're saying.
Harsh words from the Seminole chief for the 2,000 black members of this mixed Indian tribe. In response, they say they're just as much Seminole as he is.
I fished in these woods. I hunted in these woods. I went to stomp dances just like the regular Seminoles did. And I never knew I was any different for a long time.
On any given Sunday, go with Loretta Guest to the Indian Baptist Church in Seminole County, Oklahoma, and you'll find red and black Seminoles praying together, singing hymns in Seminole, sharing meals, and catching up on tribal news.
Hi, dog.
Walk with her through the Indian cemetery out back, and you'll find their ancestors are buried together as well.
My aunt is next to him.
Were there any distinctions made as to, you all are the black Seminoles, we're nice to you, but you're the black Seminoles?
No, nothing like that. We've always been treated as one to another. No difference at all.
The damn pretendians is just some damn crooks, man. They waited till they got that check and then switched up on us, man. Took our name, stole our heritage, opened businesses, casinos, got them government payouts. Now they talking about they don't know who we are. Get out of here, man. And that's why I'm done with them, man. I'm done with all of it, man. The Most High got me on a different trajectory. I'm going up, man. I got to keep my foot on the neck of them because it's an abomination, man. You can't be trying to write off our ancestors, take our name, steal our land, and then tell us we can't get none of the check. Get out of here, man.
So there absolutely is proof of the black Seminole importance to the tribe.
Absolutely. There's a lot of intelligence information that passes back to Washington. For instance, General Jessup, the commanding general, writes back at one point to the War Department and says, the Negroes rule the Indians. What he was referring to was the fact that no significant decision was ever taken in the Seminole councils unless the black members agreed to it.
Now, nearly 200 years later, comes the $56 million payment from the federal government to compensate the tribe for those lost Florida lands. But the black Seminoles can't share in it because the government and the tribe say they were slaves of the red Seminoles back then, and as slaves could not have owned land. Joe Opala, who has worked to preserve their legacy, says that's wrong.
The black Seminoles fought side by side, died, bled for those lands in Florida. They've been together. They've been good brothers and good neighbors for 3 centuries. It makes no sense now to say they're not Indians.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so passionate about this, man. Because these are our ancestors, our elders. And they got the doo-wop twist. They got finessed by these damn crooks. Talking about 56 million and we can't get nothing? Come on, man. That's how you know they're not the people, bruh. That's how you know we're the people, because we ain't get shit. It's crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. Leave a note in the comments.
Our ancestors were some of the most fiercest fighters during the war.
During the Indian Wars?
Yes, due to the fact that they knew if they were recaptured, they were going into slavery, back into slavery.
Bud Crockett and his sister Polly Gentry traced their Seminole roots back to their great-grandmother Dora Davis, who came to Oklahoma on the Trail of Tears. But family legend and physical resemblance aren't enough. Today, you have to be able to prove your Indian heritage, which is hard for most black Seminoles because of something called the Dawes Rolls, a government census of sorts created in the late 1800s, which separated the tribe into the blood or red Seminoles and the freedmen or black Seminoles. Intermarriage made no difference, as Polly and Bud discovered with their ancestors.
If you had any black blood in you whatsoever, you were a freedman.
So it didn't matter how much Indian blood you had. Just
Right.
any black blood,
Right.
you went on a separate roll.
Right.
And on the black Seminole roll, it doesn't list that you have any Indian blood.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel equal to the blood Seminoles?
Sure, at one time, yes. Still do. Still do. But when money and the government entered into the picture, everything changed.
Man, it's just a damn shame it gotta be like this. But the Most High is in control. He gonna sort it out. Don't you worry. We gonna get ours. The Most High is our portion. and we are his people. He gonna make sure they pay for what they did to us. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They either gonna get down or lay down. And we not playing with these fools. I want all the smoke. They did us wrong, man.
So, but today I want to talk about my paternal grandfather and his lines. His name, Grandpa Baxter. We called him Grandpa Baxter, Charles Wesley Baxter. And the reason is that when my brother went to do our paternal DNA test, it came back 100% Native American from Colombia, South America. And my grandfather and his people, as far as we knew, were slaves in South Carolina. Not too far from Columbia, South Carolina, by the way. So they were slaves. And we did not, my brother actually took an African ancestry test, to see what parts of Africa our ancestors came from. And it came back 100% Native American. He gets a certificate of indigenous ancestry. And in fact, when I took my maternal line DNA test with African ancestry, they traced those lines back to Spain. So they gave me a certificate of 100% European because Spain. But they did not clarify that the Moors were in Spain, that Spain, which was populated by Africans who came over from North Africa, over the Iberian Peninsula, into what is now Spain. It probably, I don't know what they called it back there, 20, 30,000, maybe 40 or 50,000 years ago, when my female ancestors went over the Iberian Peninsula into what is now Europe. So this is not something they were telling us. They were calling us, back in the day, colored. Oh, no, first we were mulatto. Then on our birth certificates, me and my siblings and, some others of us, they called us colored. Then they called us, they go back and that those folks who control all of that data, like the census and all that stuff and the birth certificates, Department of Vital Statistics, they changed shit. They changed, where they were calling us colored to us being Negro. So they are controlling the vital statistics and what it looks like and who is on the census and how you are represented on the census. So the reason I'm saying that is because of the 7 books that I've written are basically about my indigenous heritage. And the reason I did that was because they took so much time and effort to bury the truth about who we are. They just wanted us to be slaves from Africa, to have no identity, to have no roots. And they went to great lengths to cover up our identities. And I felt it was important to go to as great a length to uncover what they had covered up. So I have a DNA cousin. Her name is Juanita Mamiya, and sometime around 1540, she was mummified. I mean, they're saying that, oh, Mamiya Juanita, she was, they sacrificed her. They always want to say that about the Aztecs and the Mayans and the Incas. Oh, they sacrificed their children. How did she, as they threw her in a volcano or whatever they're trying to say they did, how is she a mummy? How is she not incinerated? This young child is a mummy. Her name is Mamiya Juanita. And if you Google her, they will show you the child. And my DNA connects to hers. And she was in, was it Peru or somewhere there? She was an Inca child. And so that's another, that was another DNA test I took that showed those relationships. And to clarify, when we're speaking or when I'm speaking about my research, and to me is like my grandfather was a dark-skinned person, but his DNA would show that his people were from Colombia, South America. That's the paternal DNA. Do you know he had a mother, right? So if he's showing up darker or lighter or whatever, look at the mother, look at the father. There's two parents, and stop freaking out and saying, oh, you're trying to say that indigenous people were dark-skinned people. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm going to show you a picture of my grandfather, what he looked like. But he had a mother and a father. And his paternal DNA came from Colombia, South America.